Startup Podcast PH is co-produced by Sprout Solutions, Aperon, Tuala, Symph, Secuna, Red Circle Global, Maroon Studios, and Aim High. Check out our partners in the description. Welcome sa Startup Podcast PH, inspiring more Filipino entrepreneurs and innovators. Dito tayo ngayon sa Center for Business and Innovation in University of Batangas, Lipa Campus to interview their startup incubatees. We have Cropworks, Farm Smarter, Live Better with Cropworks. And we have the CEO, Alyssa Viray, and the
Hi,
CTO, Arabella Bayani.
Hello po.
Hello, kamusta?
Okay lang po.
Magandang umaga and malapit na mag-lunch. Gutom na ba kayo or
Medyo po. Wala pa umagahan.
And you're you're from Batangas talaga.
Yes
You're both
po.
from Batangueña talaga.
From
Ayan.
Lipa po.
And actually, I'm curious about this kasi you mentioned nga from the tagline na your startup is in the agri-industry. So
Yes,
I want to ask
agriculture.
later, kamusta nga ba ang mga farms dito sa Batangas? I think you have ideas naman siguro, no? Pero sige, I let you do the introduction for Cropworks. So ano nga ba ang Cropworks?
So, Cropworks is an app to empower the small-scale farmers particularly. So, yung app namin is, parang 3D crop planner since hindi nga masyadong literate when it comes to technology yung farmers. So, para mas madali nilang ma-visualize kung ano ba talaga yung kailangan nilang gawin when it comes to farming. So, ayun, ganun yung app namin.
3D crop planner. Ano yung sabihin ng crop planner?
Parang dun po nila makikita kung halimbawa dito sa isang 1 hectare, parang sa hectare na to, halimbawa 4 quadrants siya. Sa unang hectare dapat mga carrots, then sa padalawa iba naman pong parang diverse dapat yung crop nila.
Okay. I have questions. I have many questions. Well, marami tayong tanungan dito talaga sa podcast. Pero punta muna natin yung problem that you're solving for them. I think there are two with the way you said that 3D crop planner. Doon muna tayo sa crop planner. So, why do they need in the first place a crop planner? Why do they need to plan? I mean, that's a wrong question, no? Of course, they need to plan. Pero, bakit nila kailangan talagang pag-isipan kung ano yung itatanim? Ba't di na lang random? Ba't di na lang ito gusto ko itanim, ito tatanim ko? Ba't di na lang buong farm ko, ito itatanim ko? So, why do they need to think about that?
Nung una po kasi, nung naghahanap po kami kung ano nga po ba talaga yung pwede naming isolve na problem sa agriculture, yung nakita po namin is yung inefficiency in productivity. So, nakikita po namin din sa mga news na ang dami pong nasasayang na crops, yung mga yields. So, dapat may planner sila para alam nila, ano ba talaga yung in demand, ano ba talaga yung dapat itanim, tas ano yung necessary na itanim when it comes to halimbawa hot weathers, yung cold weathers, tas especially sa soil condition nung nila, yung taniman. Syempre, iba-iba naman tayo ng places, so magkakaiba din ng soil yung gamit yung bawat plants.
May natagdag ka?
So, ayun nga po. I think it's essential po sa mga farmers. Though mas knowledgeable sila when it comes to soil, kung ano dapat ang itanim. But with the planner po kasi, maiiwasan po yung surplus ng mga tanim para hindi nasasayang yung mga tanim din. Especially na though, essential yung mga tinatanim nila kailangan kasi kinoconsume din naman natin. But minsan kasi sumosobra yung mga tanim, sayang din talaga.
Actually, dami nga sa mga balita yung pinauna dati actually until now, kamatis na sobrang dami tinapon na lang ng mga farmers kasi hindi na nila mabenta.
Pati po yung cabbage.
Pati cabbage.
Yes.
Kasi ano nangyari dyan? Actually, kakagaling ko lang kasi sa Loja City. Hindi pa Loja City. Capiz. A few weeks ago. Dito rin for the podcast din, I interviewed mga farm startups. As in, they own their farm. Baka pwede silang as in, farm sila that they, So, ito rin yung narinig ko actually ito yung mga, well, dati kasi, ang uso sa Pilipinas, mga farm workers lang. They farm, but they don't own their land. And meron pang wala silang decision on what they will plant. Decision yun ng landlord, yung may-ari ng lupa. So, na talaga sila, tanim lang, inutusin lang sila. Pero ngayon, dumadami na yung mga farmpreneurs or they really own their land, their farmland. So, they really manage it like a business and they decide what to do, what to plant, everything. And actually, na-motivated sila to to perform good agricultural practices and innovations. And actually, tinanong ko sila about this dun sa planning and sa diversity. That's very true. Ang kailangan dito i-balance is yung supply and demand.
Yes.
On the demand side first, ang nangyayari kasi dati, kung nakita mo sa kabilang farm dun sa kapitbahay na, uy, nagbenta ng kamatis, ang dami niyang kinita. Lahat na rin ng farms magtatanim ng kamatis. So, ano mangyayari dun? Lahat na nagtanim ng kamatis, ang dami talaga sobra.
Yes.
Ang tawag dyan is bullwhip effect na dahil ang farming kasi is seasonal 6 months or months, diba? Kaya, pag nag-trend yung kamatis, supply niya mag-shoot up. Yung demand niya, hindi naman talaga dun sa supply. Kaya ang dami na sayang. Tapos yung mga iba, hindi naman natatanim. Taas naman yung presyo ng ibang crops kasi wala naman nagtanim nun. And it's a cycle, no? Kaya kailangan I agree with you na kailangan ng planning kasi kailangan talaga i-manage yung demand, yung no? Tapos, on the supply side naman, ang natutunan ko din dyan, saka merong mga crops na pwede mong itanim any kind of soil. Pwede papalit-palit ka. This soil, pwedeng paiba-iba ka ng crops. Pero mga crops na they need particular soil. So, pag nataniman mo yung part na yun ng farm mo ng, hindi ko malalat, eggplant or whatever crop, hindi mo yung pwede taniman ng iba kasi for that lang. So, kaya rin nagkakaroon ng diversification na optimization siya ng farm mo Parang with regard to the total demand and with regard to the properties of your land, yung supply side, kumbaga, ano yung best na mix or use ng land mo para ma-maximize yung profits mo.
Yes.
And yun ang gusto nyo gawin, diba, for the farms, for them to maximize their
land and the profit that they could
and their
have.
possible profit.
Yes.
Aside from that, so crop planner, meron ba ibang aspects dito ng planner na kailangan na they need to think of and you can solve for them?
Actually, meron din po kami nung market map para parang magda-direct po kung saan ba may pinakamalapit na market na kailangan ng ganitong kind ng crop. Yung kung saan po may kailangan ng ganong supply. Parang yun na po yung direct na maghahanap. Actually, naka-automatic po sila pareho. Pati po yung crop planner. Like, real-time data po siya. Tapos halimbawa po ay ano yun? Cold season.
Yes.
Yan ang siya po yung mismong magre-recommend na ito dapat ang itanim mo. Tapos parang meron na din po siyang backup. Halimbawa po, nandun na po yung records, yung history. Kagaya nga po nung sinabi nyo kanina, halimbawa nataniman to ng eggplant, so bawal naman taniman agad ng
Specifically
ganito.
eggplant linawin ko lang yun pero kung ano mang crop yun.
Halimbawa po nataniman na ng specific crop, so dapat iba naman po dapat. Para na din po ma-maintain yung health ng soil.
Yes,
so parang natuturuan po sila in a smart way kung paano nga ba nila mas ma-maintain yung sustainability na din ng land na meron sila. Kasi ang hirap po talaga yung when it comes to irrigation, ang mahal po ng mga nagagastos. So kailangan po talaga ay may knowledge lahat, especially yung mga small scale farmers pa lang. So, para paglaon din ng panahon, may food security yung bansa natin. And of course, matutulungan din natin yung agriculture industry na meron tayo. Kasi naniniwala po ako na mas mag-uunlad yung bansa natin if we focus more on agriculture. Kasi yung bansa po natin, ang dami pong land na hindi masyadong nagagamit. Maraming land na arable pero hindi nila mina-maximize.
Totoo.
Yes. So, ayun po. Parang yung government, ina-address nila agriculture, may mga support for those farmers pero hindi pa rin po namin nakikita na may nagbabago. Parang wala pa rin naman po. So, parang yung app po namin, gusto po namin na makarating din internationally yung products natin. Kasi meron din pong problem dati na nababalita na tayo pa po yung nag-i-import ng bigas imbis na tayo yung kayang mag-supply sa bansa natin. So parang bakit ganun? May farmers din naman tayo. Bakit kailangan pa natin mag-import? Sinasabi nila mas mura daw yung import kesa dun sa gawang sarili natin. To think of it, tayo na nga yung may gawa nun. So bakit mas mahal pa yung napoproduce ng magsasaka natin? So parang nawawala na yung kung ano man yung meron tayong mga magsasaka, parang napapalitan na sila ng mga importations kasi nga mas mura daw yun sa ibang bansa kaysa dito sa atin. So, yun, nawawalan ng opportunities yung agriculture industry.
Nako, very nakakalungkot nga talaga, nakaka-down, no, na Actually ang reason, in what I know, kung bakit ang mahal ng sarili nating mga crops, mga gulay, mga bigas, kasi, first of all, um, I think one of the main reasons is sa supply chain. Aside from the supply chain, ano, dapat ko sabihin 'to sa podcast, pero ang ang mode kasi ngayon ng commerce ng crops, ng farm produce is the farm will farm, they will harvest, hindi sila mismo magbebenta.
Yeah.
May bibili sa kanila, and then yung bumili sa kanila ay magbebenta.
Yes.
Ang tawag dun mga middlemen, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Minsan more than one middleman.
Yeah.
May middleman ka sa Batangas, for example, may middleman ka sa Manila, for example. So, those middleman, they want to profit.
Yes.
So, babaratin nila yung mga farmers.
Mark up.
I mean, it's a natural capitalistic or profit no? You want to lower yung price ng pagbili, you want to maximize yung price ng pagbenta. So, bababaan nila yung price ng pagbili sa mga farmers. Wala lang magagawa yung farmers kasi yun lang yung source of income nila. So, they have no
Yes.
choice but to sell that to that price. And then, tataasan ng middleman yung presyo ng produce. Kasi even us or yung mga nasa city, we have no other sources of those produce. So, doon lang tayo bibili na mark up na ng mataas. Kung more than one middleman pa yan, na mark up na ng mark upan yan. So, I think yun yung reason kung bakit. And ang weird, no? Kasi because of that, nag-import pa tayo, di ba? When in
Yes.
fact, we can fix it from within. I think,
Within.
And yung sinabi mo kanina, I really, really, really believe in that na although yes, the government does a lot of things regarding this, I think ang magiging key dito, ang solution is to empower each farmer.
Yes.
Really, really. Yun din ang gusto kong mangyari sa podcast na of course, the government is there doing a lot of things, pero ang solution really is if each one of us is empowered to become entrepreneurs and problem solver, na tayo na mismo ang mag-solve ng mga problem natin. The government is there, hindi naman niya, although malaki ang government, hindi niya kaya solusyonan lahat. Although marami siyang nagagawa, pero hindi niya kaya lahat. So I think much of the effort then will come from the individuals. And
Yes.
I think that's also why I want to empower entrepreneurs in the individual level. And even the farmers are entrepreneurs, are actually
Yes.
so on the farm level, mapalakas sila and they solve their own problems, kumbaga. And then I think ganun mag-boom up yung agriculture industry ng Pilipinas. Bababa yung
Yeah.
prices, tataas yung kita ng mga farmers, bababa yung prices, and then better the food security angle
Yeah.
pa nga. And isa rin sa mga natutunan ko when I talk with farmers, especially those farm entrepreneurs now, kaya rin mahalaga yung planning. Kasi in what I observe, a lot of them really lack planning.
Yeah.
Planning with regard to farming and planning with regard to financial budgeting.
budget.
Alam mo mga Pilipino, very mayupik tayo, very short-sighted tayo na we only think, kasi ganito talaga yung nasanayan natin, naswelduhan every 15th of the month, 30th. Tingi-tingi nga tayo bumili, di ba? Tapos, ang planning lang natin up to 1 month or 2 months. And that cannot happen in farming. Farming is, agriculture is years, di ba? So, kailangan, I think most of the farmers, sorry to say, well, ano din naman talaga, it's hard din naman talaga, haven't, or parang kulang pa sa planning for, it's not their fault naman Pero I think we should do something to enable them to plan for a longer time,
Yeah.
which is pasok si CropWorks. So it actually enables and empowers the farmers to do long-term planning, especially with
Yeah.
regard to crop diversification, to maximize their profits, and to maximize the utilization of their land. Tama ba yun? Tama. Do you
Yes,
agree?
tama.
Ayun. So I think yun yung una, yung crop planner is for planning basically. Para
Yes.
they know with regard to the market, kung ano yung mga gusto bilhin ng mga restaurants, ng mga groceries, ng mga yung mga end consumers, naka-reflect yan dun sa planning.
Yeah.
And also with regard to yung tinatanim ng mga ibang farms para hindi sumosobra yung mga crops. So they will know ano yung best i-plant. So I think meron kayong algorithm for that, no?
Yeah, meron.
And then kayo na rin yung mag-plan. You're this kind of farmer, ito yung size ng land mo, ito yung soil mo, ito yung matinin mo dati. This is the best to plant.
Yes, that's how the app works.
Perfect. I like this. So far sa mga sa inyong tatlong na interview ko, kasi naka-interview na ako ng 200 plus startups.
Okay.
Very unique yung approach eh. May unique approach. Alam mo bakit ako nagulat? Ito muna, itong sa inyo sa Cropworks. Naka-interview na ako ng mga agri-tech startups nga. Either they deal with the demand, yung para matching the demand with the supply, or they deal with yung seasonality.
Yes.
Kayo, you actually, when you said crop planner, it's both eh. It's integrated eh.
Yes.
So, it's kind of unique in that sense na pwede nga kayo to work with them, with those startups eh. Kaya yung parang talagang nakakonect sa farms na talagang magbibigay na this is the best recommendation for you.
Yes.
So, you can actually work with these startups and then meron kayo algorithm, kayo mismo yung sa farmer.
Yes.
Diba? Do you agree with that?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Do you have
Yeah.
any, and then, actually, may isa pa kayong binanggit, yung 3D. Yan, ito naman. So, ano naman yung parang problem why you think you have to do the 3D visualization for them?
So, I think po, mas maganda po kasi kung may 3D presentation para mas madali po makita ng mga farmers about sa mga crops nila. And yung 3D po kasi, makikita din po if okay ba yung mga crops na pinaplant nila. Makikita din po natin doon na kung may mga sira din po yung mga crops, especially po from the weather conditions, if okay pa rin ba yung mga tinanim nila para po wala po talagang nasasayang na crops.
So, yung 3D po, makikita din po dun if kung kailan din po nila siya pwede diligan. Like, may alerts din po. Para hindi po time to time, kailangan nilang tingnan ng tingnan sa labas. And ano din po, di ba po meron naman pong estimated time kung kailan na siya pwedeng i-harvest. Depende din po sa mga ginamit na mga pataba, kung kailan gaano kadala siya dinidiligan, and kung gaano ka-enough yung sunlight na nakuha ng plant. So, doon parang makikita na din po dun sa 3D, o pwede mo na to i-harvest. Parang may lalabas na doon, time to harvest, something like that. Then, if you click that button, you can plant another seed dun sa, based sa recommendation nung nung app.
Parang ginawang game yung
Opo,
yung
inspired po talaga siya doon. Like po doon sa mga Farmville.
Farmville.
Yung ganun po. Kasi hindi nga din naman po masyadong literate yung farmers. Kasi yung iba pong app, yung nakikita namin, kasi nga, syempre may competitors po kami. Nakikita po namin na ang complex po nung mga words na nakalagay. Like, kailangan mo pang basahin. Eh, yun po sa amin, visualization na siya mismo. So, mas madali po siyang magigets nung farmers if we think or we do it that way na 3D siya.
Well, to be fair, hindi naman sa hindi literate ang farmers. Siguro hindi lang sanay sa
Hindi siya
ganun pa.
technique.
So, ang
techie.
ginagawa nyo is, kumbaga, a digestible
Yeah.
recommendation for them on how
Yes.
they can manage their farm.
Yes.
Sige, so speaking of that, will this be an app ba? Like an app
An
or
app po.
sa phone, you imagine it, mobile phone, smartphone app, ganun.
Smartphone app.
Ayan. So, speaking about like your product mismo, the solution that you're offering for the farmers, so ano itsura niya? Anong parang magiging itsura niya for the farm? Kasi parang what I see, ang pwedeng mangyari dito, the farmer can input, meron kayong inputs from the market, di ba?
Yes.
And from the other farms din, nakukuha niyo mga yun. And then the farmer will input yung kanyang farm, de-describe niya or
Kung
something like
gaano po
that.
kalaki yung hectare.
Oo.
Tapos parang may magpa-pop up po na.
So kayo magdodrawing nun. Bibigyan niyo parang yung Farmville nun sa kanila.
Opo, yung parang
And
ganun.
then maybe they can press optimize and then
Yes.
ipa-process yung lahat ng data and then given a 3D farm, in this quadrant 1, you should plant eggplant or
Yes,
whatever.
may recommendations po dun and they can choose between those.
They can choose between recommendations.
Yeah.
Kasi
That-
siguro,
If yun na po yung natanim na for the quadrant 2, parang mag-iiba na din po yung recommendation.
Okay. So, I think pwede rin yan na para din digestible sa farmers. Meron kayong recommendation if they want to maximize profit. Meron din recommendation if they want easier irrigation or whatever. Parang mga different choices for them. Tapos hindi nga complicated. Parang one button lang, di ba? So, you also have to know the perspective of the farmer. Ano yung parang mga choices for them on how they plan what to farm. Right?
Yes.
Ganun yung Kasi may isa pa tawag dito medyo advanced, pero ang tawag dito is digital twin. Have you heard of that term, digital twin?
No, I have.
Parang digital twin, may physical and may digital simulation or So parang yung nangyayari dito yung physical farm, meron kayong parang simulation or parang digital farm niya. So, nakamatch yung physical sa digital.
Yeah.
Tapos ngayon yung digital, pwede mong pagdaraan, pwede mong i-optimize.
Yeah.
So kung ano yung recommend sa digital, yun yung gagawin mo
Yung
sa physical.
gagawin.
Pag ginawa mo siya sa physical, may nagbago sa physical, i-apply mo siya sa digital.
Yeah.
And then, parang gano'n siya, loop siya na working together para
Opo.
ma-optimize both.
Parang ganun din po
Mm-mm.
siya.
Ang digital twins actually, sikat siya sa factories, yung in the Internet of Things era. And actually, ngayon ko nga lang na isip to actually, yung digital twins sa farming is actually, this, kasi ang background ko lang talaga is in AI and yan, digital twins, ganyan. Pero nasa manufacturing side ako.
Yes.
I did this kasi from my PhD. And now that I think of it, we can actually do this. This is something very new, to be honest,
Yes.
in the whole world. Digital twin of farms. We could work on this. We could. But anyway, going back to the app, sige. So just to give a picture lang for the farmers. So can you explain to them, can you give a picture, paano nila gagamitin exactly yun? Para, baka may farmer na siya na nakikinig na
Wow.
possible.
So yun, pag open po nila ng app, so nakalagay na doon yung mga icons. I-click na lang nila about sa crop planner, sa market map, para mas madali na nilang magamit yung app. So for example, sa crop planner, then nga, pagka-click mo doon, nandun na yung 4 quadrants, tas nandun na yung mga options na crops na pwede nilang.
Although hindi lang naman 4
gamitin.
quadrants Pwedeng maraming shape,
Yung-
pwedeng
yes
mas
po.
maraming quadrants di ba? Pwedeng square by square. Pwedeng
Opo.
weird shapes
Depende na rin po
Oo.
kung paano po nila hatiin yung lupa nila sa crops na
So
gagawin.
yun nga, they will input that kung paano yung hati ng lupa nila. Kasi minsan pa yun merong mga nakataas, yung parang terrace,
Para mas-
and then merong mga nasa mababa,
Yeah.
ganyan. So they really have to describe that.
Yes.
And then you will, so parang medyo customized per farm talaga yung
Opo.
yun.
Depende na din po dun sa budget na may. So, halimbawa po, 4 na lang yung kaya nilang maximize muna. Di yun. Kung mas marami, di mas okay po.
Marami kasi mga farms ngayon May mga nakusap kasi ako yung mga smallhold farm, yung parang house, backyard farms na yun
Yeah.
lang, 1 or less than 1 hectare. Tapos minsan nga, they don't, isa na talaga tanim nila.
Opo.
Pero meron din yung mga na-interview ko nga ng mga farm cooperatives when I went to Copies. As in, farm startups sila, as in diverse talaga yung tatanim nila. May eggplant, may bigas,
Yes.
may kamatis, and yun nga, I think you can work with them. They can be your client. They can be your, Actually, ito mga farms na ito, may pa nga may mga livestock pa minsan, may mga
Yes
piggery,
po.
may mga duck, may
Pero
mga
focus lang po yung
sa-
sa amin muna for planting.
crops.
Like crops.
Okay, that's good.
Is payroll processing taking too much of your time? Introducing Sprout Payroll Starter. For as low as 5,000 pesos per month, you get a team of experts to help you with your payroll and HR needs. We'll help compute and process payroll, handle all your government compliance requirements, and automate timekeeping. Leave the payroll to us so you can focus on growing your business. Enjoy peace of mind with Sprout Payroll Starter.
Trust the digital future with Twala. Secure and tamper-proof digital signature. Electronic notarization service. And custom AI agents for intelligent document workflows. Visit twala.io to learn more. In today's digital world, your organization needs more than just technology. It needs a strategic partner. At Symph, we build web and mobile apps that drive innovation for startups, enterprises, and organizations worldwide. Visit symph.co today.
Protect your assets from bugs before bad hackers exploit them. And launch your products seamlessly with Secuna, your trusted partner in cybersecurity. Receive reports in real time and work with security experts to find bugs in your products before others do. Let's make your security our priority.
Running a business? Make it smarter with Red Circle Global. Streamline operations, boost productivity, and manage everything in one powerful ERP system. Book your free business demo today at redcircleglobal.com, guided by one of our top experts.
Ayun, let's go muna sa inyong stories. So, you are students right now.
Yes.
Can you share muna ang inyong background? What year are you? Anong course?
So, hi everyone. I'm Eliza Virey, second year Best Accountancy here at UBLC.
So, hi everyone. I'm Arabella May Bayani, second year, supposedly third year na po sana, BS Accountancy. But this year po nag-transfer po kasi ako dito sa UBLC. So,
Sa galing?
NU po.
NU
Lipa. So,
bakit ka lumipat? Sorry. Okay na ba tanongin? Wag na. Sige, wag na.
From BS Accountancy po sa NU Lipa, nag-shift na rin po ako ngayon ng BSBA Financial Management.
Oh, okay. So, ang next question dito, accountancy or financial management ang inyong why agriculture?
Ano po yun, dun din lang po yun sa meeting. Kagaya lang
Sa
din po ng
Ideaton.
kanila. Yeah, sa
Okay.
Ideaton po. Tapos may naririnig na po kami na, may ganito daw, may ganyan. Tapos nagvi-visit po kami dito mga friends ko sa CBI. Tapos naririnig po namin na, yung mga may dyan, may plaka dyan. Yan ay pumunta mga Singapore,
Yung mga
ganon.
ito
Yes,
mga
tas may mga
winners.
incentives din po. Sabi ko, bakit hindi kaya natin i-try? Parang kaya naman pa ng schedule. Tas yun po, tas ayun, sabi ay mag-form na kayo ng group. Tas yun na nga po, may sarili na kaming group. Tas nagulat na lang po kami nung nandun po kami sa meeting, bawal daw po pala na same courses. So,
Yeah.
nag-diverse pa po kami doon. Tas saka ko po sila naka-group. Supposedly, 4 po kami. Isa pong HM, tas 2 po silang FM, tas ako lang po yung mag-isang accountancy. Tas ang nangyari po, may nagkaroon ng problem yung isang HM. So, tatatlo lang po kami, tas lahat po kami girls. So, ang challenging po sa part namin na i-push through po yung agriculture kasi marginalized sector po yung ina-address namin. And since marginalized, marami na nga pong parang inventions when it comes to agriculture. So, yun po. Tas, yun pong agriculture, ang nag-suggest po nun, yung HM na nawala po. Tas, yun po parang, oh my God, naiwan kami dito. Tas, yun po, bigla na lang pong, sige, ituloy na lang to, mag-search ka dyan, mag-search din ako, ganyan. Tas hanggang nag-sharing na po kami kung ano po ba yung unique approach pa para maging different nga din po kami sa mga existing na.
Actually, new to. Itong trap planner pa lang eh. Wala pa yung 3D. New ito. So far, I know what I know. Even with those, kasi I was interviewing yung mga incubated pa lang eh. Yung mga hindi pa talaga released out there. New ito. So, congrats on that. Yung ito. May tanong pala ako dun sa Ideaton. Pili ba kayo ng parang industry or parang field? Bakit agriculture? Kasi iba, diba? Yung kanina si Izen, mental health.
Yeah.
Then yung sa earlier si skincare, parang healthcare.
Healthcare.
So bakit kayo sa agriculture? Pinapili ba
Naka-flash.
kayo or
Opo, mayroon pong flash sa screen kung paano po i-address yung sa SG.
so kayo pumili ng agriculture?
Opo.
Okay. Sige, ikaw naman. Anong story naman? Or
So, ayun po. Sa akin naman po, well, hindi ko po talaga pinalanong mag-join since wala pa po akong 1 taon dito.
oo
So,
nga
parang
naman pala.
medyo nag-a-adjust pa po sa environment. But, yun po, siguro nakitaan po ng potential ng prof and yun, ng program head po. That's why sinali po. So, I really thought din po, katulad nila na kung sino yung mga kaklase, baka sila lang din makaka-group. Pero, yun, nabigla na lang din po kami na kailangan maghiwa-hiwalay. But, thankfully naman, naitawid din yung Ideathon. And kahit tatatlo lang po kami, kahit 3 babae pa. Tas,
hindi yun babae pa. I mean,
yeah, babae kami. Yan. So, grabe, yun din, ang empowering din na, so, ang higpit lang din ng schedule namin nung pa-plan for this kasi yun sabay-sabay din yung Christmas, yung New Year, tapos tapos ay magsa-start pa lang din ang second sem. So, parang sobrang laki din ng adjustment, ang hirap maghanap ng time. But ayun, maganda din na may naisip na rin.
Hindi nga kayo magkakilala before?
Hindi po.
Okay. So, nabuo na lang yung team. Yung ginagawa nyo na nga yung pitch. Yung mga ganun. Sino
Yes
nag-pitch
po.
pala?
Kami pong 2.
Okay.
Tapos with the help po din ng mentor namin, shout out po sa'yo, Sir
Sir,
Maranan po.
shout out.
Joe Maranan. Ayun po. Tapos may po siya, nagtatrabaho din po siya sa isang farm pero within marketing or finance po yung ganap niya doon.
Big
Tas,
farm yun? Or ano?
Big farm po siya.
Oh,
Parang,
interesting.
Tas sabi niya po sa'min, "Sige kaya ko naman kayo i-help." So nagtatanong-tanong din po siya dun, like binigay na po namin yung idea namin about po diyan sa craft planner. Tas marami pa po yung features, tas sabi niya yung specific lang kahit 2, 3 features lang yung itira niyo. Kasi yung iba sa later on maaano din naman.
Tama yun.
Tas yun, tas sabi approved din naman daw po nung mga farmers na nakakausap niya dun na okay nga daw po yung way ng gano'n.
Validated pala siya.
Tas yun po, tas sabi sige tinuloy na po namin, tas nagawa na po kami ng mga pitch deck, tas ano na po kami, yun po. So, pray lang din po kay Lord para mairaos.
Tsaka okay yun kasi ang daming minsan I get to talk with agri-startups but they never talk with a farmer. So, ang kinaganda nga nito na yun through the mentor. Actually, ang super okay din for startups to really have mentors, lalo na yung talagang andun talaga sa field na.
Yes, nagulat lang din po kami na nagwo-work din po pala siya sa farm.
Okay.
So, yun.
Tapos ayun nga, I mean, ito isa ko din natutunan. The farmers actually, they are super talino.
Yes.
Hindi man ganun ka tech savvy
Text.
But, I mean, they're actually literate. I mean, farmers are normal people.
Yeah.
Tayo, I mean, everyone
It's
pero and they actually parang super namangha ako when I talk to farmers. They really know their craft, they really know everything. Ngayon, ang kailangan natin gawin as a tech startup is parang to develop a tech na digestible, that really can be integrated with their craft, with their skill.
Yes.
No, na I mean, in anything naman huwag tayong gumawa ng complex things.
Yeah.
Let's make it easy for the users or for everyone. So, nagbago din buhay ko. That's why I enjoy doing this podcast kasi when I talk with people like you din, ang dami ko pa ng perspectives na nakukuha, natututunan na mga and ayun nga, sobrang for the farmers,
Yes.
grabe. Sobrang ang weird nga kasi parang sometimes may notion na parang they are looked down up,
Yes.
kasi pero hindi sobrang galing I mean, para silang mga mga artisans, yung mga super skilled na I really don't know saan nanggagaling yung they are being looked down upon. I think lang yun discrimination and dahil gustong baratin yung presyo ng mga
Yes, dahil din po sa baba ng kinikita nila.
Hindi yun nga, cycle siya kasi binabalat sila.
Opo.
At saka I mean, kaya sila ginaganon para mabalat sila. So naging cycle na downward spiral na siya.
Yes.
So, kayo as a tech startup helping them, it's your job to uplift them again and
Yes.
bigyan ng dignidad. Actually, hindi nga dignidad ibalik yung rightful reputation
ng
and outlook for them. Na if they use tech, that's bagay for them. And then the tech can help them plan really. And
Yes.
that's the way we can bring back the farmers na mayayaman sa society because sila naman nagpapakain sa atin
Opo.
diba? So yun what they said kanina.
Opo.
But anyway, so ang stage nyo ngayon is ideation So
Opo,
you're doing the
ideation.
MVP, you're doing the MVP
In the incubation program po.
oo. So how do you plan to do the MVP or the prototype?
Actually, wala pa po kaming nilook forward for the MVP. Parang nandun pa din po kami sa stage na gusto pa po naming i-improve yung meron kami
Okay na
bago po
yun.
namin i-push through
Okay na
yung
yun.
MVP. So, ayun po. Tas sa lack din po ng time. So, iniisip pa po namin kung kaya pa po bang ituloy or sa other time na lang po.
Ako ang masasabi ko, for now, okay din planner Start with that. Kahit nga wag muna 3D Kahit the planner
Plan.
muna talaga. Kasi ang laking bagay nun.
Yes.
Tapos, do a prototype. So, hanap pa kayo ng tech, co-founder
Yes.
or a programmer, to the team, And then, to do that, ang magiging ba dyan, kasi kailangan yung, integrate nga yung mga inputs
Yes.
na market.
Yung real-time
And
din.
then, so, but I think it can be done with a budget of, wow. I think, to be honest tingin ko lang, baka hindi siya kaya ng 100,000. So, you need to, either you crowdfund or pitch
Yes.
competitions or be able to get a grant from the government
Yeah.
or partnership with,
Yes.
farmers. Pero, I think yung developing ng prototype will take more than 100,000 pesos. to be honest. So, do you wanna do that? Do you, what do you think?
Of course, gusto din naman po
Mm.
naming i-push through dahil para din naman po 'to sa farmers. And
Mm.
of course, para na din po hindi lang mabalewala kung ano man yung idea na nasimulan na
Mm.
po namin.
So, ayun din po, since yun din yung nagiging vision din namin na, maging i-elevate pa yung
Mm.
agricultural industry
Mm.
here sa Philippines.
Yeah. Kasi ang mahirap dito, aware naman kayo na mahirap 'to na problem. Aware naman kayo,
Yes,
no?
aware po
Aware naman kayo.
Kaya nahirapan din po kaming
Mm.
i-push through din.
Tsaka hindi kasi in terms of app development, hindi siya yung normal na app lang kasi this requires a lot of data and these
Yes.
are data na hindi ko naman madali kunin. So, ang dami namang gagawin dito. Kaya ako sinasabing more than 100,000. May data gathering, may real-time data management, and then yung app part na mismo, and then
Yes.
yung recommendation algorithm. So, apat yung nakikita ko kaya feeling ko about the 400,000 pesos. So, something like that. To be honest, well, that's what I see here. Pero if you really want to push, if you really, di tutulungan din naman kayo ng CBI to do
Yes.
that
Yun din naman po yung sinabi
Mm.
nila sa amin.
Mm. Ayun lang, hindi talaga madali ang startups. Alam niyo naman yun di ba?
Yes
Hindi talaga
po.
ito magiging madali. Pero if you have the guts really to push for this and you believe in the vision nga na to really elevate the agricultural
Agriculture.
industry, I think magagawa niyo yung paraan. Madidiskartehan niyo yan and then magagawa niyo yung prototype. You can have ways naman to cheapen that out na to make a prototype. Pero yun, kasi data gathering, real-time data management nga,
Yes.
the interface, the app mismo, and then the recommendation, the optimization algorithm, kumbaga. So, yun yung nakikita ko 4 parts that you need to develop. Diba? Do
Yeah.
you also see that? Naman, diba?
Yes.
So, ayun. I speak of this as I'm an kasi. Well, I'm an engineer. I'm a academic person and engineer din and scientist din. No, dami ako. Pero, ayun. Ayun, sige, by the way, so dun sa Ideaton, ano place kayo?
Second po.
Kayo yung second.
Yeah.
So, kanina si Scene Care yung first,
First.
no? Si Ethan yung third. Kayo ang second.
Second po.
Sana ba i-arrange na natin in order, pero,
Introducing Aim High. Smarter construction management starts here. Monitor costs and progress with real-time insights. Plan ahead and adapt with streamlined scheduling tools. Make data-driven decisions to avoid costly delays. Increase efficiency and profit with Aim High.
anyway, sige, last question. What is the vision for Cropwork? So, ano nakikita niyo maybe in, tagalan na natin, 10 years. Ayan.
10 years. So, nakikita po namin na most of the farmers are using that app and na parang magiging e-commerce platform na din siya at the same time pagtagal po. Tas yun nga po, parang ma-avoid na din yung middleman if ever. Kasi para na din po maano din yung profit ng farmers.
Yun.
May naisip akong way. Para hindi na kayo kailangan mag-raise ng 400,000 pesos. Kung yun naman yung cost. Hindi, to be honest. Work with an already existing agri-startup.
Agri-start.
Kayo yung gagawa ng plano yung part. It can happen.
Then,
Well, hindi naman necessarily kukunin kayo. Parang partnership. Or parang
Partnership.
something like that.
yeah.
I think that may happen. Diba? Do you agree?
Yes, I
Pwede ba?
agree.
So, if you really want to, to push, I think that is a possibility din. Another question, if hindi man kayo mag-partner with an already existing agri startup, how do you plan to sell this to farmers? And ano pala yung parang model dito on how you can earn as a company?
So, gagamit lang po kami ng in-app advertisements such as mga rewarded videos, and then may subscription model din po kaming ginagamit. Ngayon, propose po namin ay 89 pesos per year na po siya.
Oh, mura naman.
So, yun.
Ang pwede, alam niyo kung paano na kasi baka isipin ng mga farmer, ano yun, ay 89 pesos lang yun. Maliit lang yun eh, pero ano,
Pero may freemium din naman po.
free
Free lang
planner.
po, opo.
Ano yung Mium?
Parang yun pong mga seeds, kailangan po kasi bago po sila makapili kung ano yung recommendation, may seeds po dun eh. Parang may count po dun. Halimbawa, 10 lang po yung available muna. Tapos parang kailangan po muna nila manood ng video. Syempre, as an app,
Okay.
kailangan din po namin kumita.
So,
through-
advertisement.
Yes.
So,
So, para makaipon po sila ng maraming suggestion kung ano yung pwede nilang i-optimize. So, yun po, may seeds. So,
Gamified
kailangan
talaga
muna
pala
nila
to,
manood. Ayun po, tas po kakanood ng video. Di marami po silang seeds na may ipon. So, they can use the app. Dire-diretso.
gets. Okay, gets.
Kasi
Galing,
kailangan din daw po
galing.
namin kumita as an app. Hindi lang po namin kailangan mag-offer ng service
Tama
sa iba.
yun,
Tas
kasi
yun po.
ang dami din advertisers actually na gustong mag-direct marketing sa farmers. Kaya wala naman sila usually sa, wala sa Facebook minsan, pero hindi sila, diba?
Opo.
So, I mean, pwede hindi nyo nakikita nilang ads. So, dito, as in yung mga feeds, or pig
Yes.
feeds, ganyan,
Yun
or
po,
mga
yun nga
fertilizers.
Po. Opo, yung about din po sa kung ano yung pwede nilang makuha.
Direct view na advertising sa mga farmers. And it's
Yes.
actually good. So, that's actually one source. That's actually possible. Yung subscription na freemium, possible. Para parang if they want more seeds to optimize, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Ang pwede ko lang naisip dito, kapag nabenta nila yung di ba magkakaroon ka ng e-commerce soon? Pero sa e-commerce side pa siya. Pag
Opo.
ibenta na siya, well, may share kayo dun sa benta
Oh,
nila.
yes po,
Kasi
meron po.
Yung benta naman na yun is dahil there's optimized farming nila, di ba?
Yes,
So
yes.
parang sisingilin, may bayad lang kayo if mas kumita sila.
Yes.
Yun yung gusto natin
Kada
mangyari,
benta
di ba?
po nila, parang may hati lang po kaming konti.
Oo. Parang ayaw natin na sisingilin nyo sila nang wala pa silang, hindi nila pa na-approve
Opo,
yung
opo.
worth nyo sa kanila.
Yeah.
So once they profit,
Saka
they
pa lang
used you,
mag-earn.
so may share kayo. Parang ganun.
Yes.
Okay. Ayun. Thank you so much for our conversation. If our listeners want to know more about you or want to connect with you, baka mayroong agri startup na possible to work
Hello
with you, or
po.
baka may agri investor or anyone. So how can they reach you?
Through Facebook pa lang po yung meron. Wala pa po ako ng mga LinkedIn.
Mhm.
So, you can reach us through my Facebook account, Eliza Viray po.
And ayun, same din po sa akin na you can reach me through my Facebook account, Arabella Bayani po. So, if you want to partner with us, hindi masamang mangarap. Since nagsa-startup na rin naman tayo, you can message us po.
At saka at least maganda nga na na-identify nyo na yung niche nyo.
Yes.
So in terms of the partnership then, you define your scope, you define your role, you define your identity para din maging smooth ang mga partnerships na ito.
Yes.
Yun. And actually, I'll also put the details ni UB-CBI. So baka if
Okay.
someone wants to partner up with you, pwede rin dumaan through CBI.
Yes po.
And then kasi CBI naman talaga nag-aalaga sa inyo sa kayo.
Yes.
So pwede rin through UB-CBI. And
Yes.
ayun, maraming salamat for this, and maraming salamat sa pag-share. Gusto ko yung first mong sinabi kanina about the big agriculture industry, and I think
Yes.
we should do something about that.
Yes.
And ayun, thank you so much.
Thank you po.
Ayan, salamat.
Thank you very much to our 58 patrons. This episode is super powered by AskLexPH Academy, our official e-learning partner. Get certifications on Lean Six Sigma, project management, data science, and more. Founders Launchpad, our ecosystem partner. Early stage accelerator providing venture capital funding, operational support, and mentorship. Agile Data Solutions, the Philippines' fastest growing market insights tech company with its data gathering platform, Hustle PH. Smile Checks, streamline hiring and onboarding with automated background checks. Cloud CFO, cloud accounting service provider for businesses ready to grow. Cloverly Tech, all-in-one digital platform for property developers. Body Beaties, accessible and personalized diabetes self-management application. HKB Digital Services, tech-based business tools including payroll, ticketing, and loyalty rewards. Hyperstocks, digital banking enabler for rural and thrift banks. One CFO, CFO services, bookkeeping and tax, and payroll processing for startups and small businesses. Unawa, driving digital transformation with secure, legally enforceable electronic signatures and robust AML compliance. SchoolTech, all-in-one AI-integrated school and learning management system. Better Support, a Manila-based BPO company. They have a referral program for people who can bring in new clients. You might know a Western-based business that needs better support. Britanna, enterprise-grade ERP solution that fits a small and medium business budget. Wonder Brand, data science-driven brand strategy and design for emerging markets. Drive Manila, Philippines' largest peer-to-peer car rental community. East Point Business Outsourcing Services, one-stop shop for streamlined business solutions for MSMEs such as business registration, bookkeeping, and more. Doon, Philippines' first fully insured peer-to-peer car-sharing marketplace. Hire Business Solutions, provider of the most configurable cloud-based payroll system in the Philippines. DiviCode Technologies Incorporated, IT solutions specializing in software development, blockchain smart contracts, digital wallets, and cybersecurity. Looking for buy and sell online with Sigurado sellers. NutriCoach, personalized nutrition and weight loss programs for you. This episode is powered by JIA Engineering Solutions, Algacon Aquafeeds, One Alj, Grey Wolf Technologies Philippines, Pareto Consulting, Jure.ph, Big Giant Games, Pahatid PH, Wasteless PH, Tech Tribe, Yay, Uplift Code Camp, Board Prep, Dohey Philippines, Edfolio, Hive Rooms, Kazam, CodeCham, Sirius MD. Support the podcast through the links in the description.